Rajnath Singh. Let's take a look.
उनको हम बता दें कि इस वक्त हम श्रीनगर के एयरफोर्स स्टेशन पे हैं और आज यहाँ पे उन सीन्स को रिक्रिएट किया जाएगा जो 1947 में हुआ है। 1947 अक्टूबर 1947 में
This is the Infantry Day 2022 where the Raksha Mantri is going to be in attendance. We can see Manoj Sinha, the LG of Jammu and Kashmir over there, along with the Defence Minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh, attending this anniversary event. We are bringing to you these live visuals as he has arrived in Srinagar. The Defence Minister along with Manoj Sinha. Now remember, Infantry Day is celebrated to commemorate the arrival of the Indian Army at Budgam airfield on October 27th. That is the day today. This happened in the year 1947 to protect Jammu and Kashmir from Pakistani forces. To commemorate that very day, the Raksha Mantri has arrived in Budgam in Srinagar. In fact, the Defence Minister will be attending this event, which will mark the 75th anniversary of Infantry Day. That is today on October 27th. And he, along with the Army Chief, General Manoj Pandey, is attending this event in Jammu and Kashmir. My colleague Mufti Isla is now joining us on the broadcast. Mufti, a very, very important day, Infantry Day, the Shaurya Diwas. And to commemorate the 75th year, the Raksha Mantri is in Srinagar. Please tell us more. What's happening over there?
But yes, some time back he did actually drop in Srinagar and we was then escorted and brought to the venue. Now the venue is very important and it is significant too because the Indian Army is actually recreating those scenes which happened 75 years back when tribal raiders had come in from across the line of control and invaded some parts of Kashmir, mainly Baramulla to begin with, and then they really tried to advance towards Srinagar. However, a lot of events happened. To begin with, there was this local leader called Maqbool Sherwani who kind of distracted the raiders and in fact, told them that the way to Srinagar was from the west, whereas it was towards the north, towards the south rather. And eventually that gave a lot of time to the Indian Army. Meanwhile, what was happening was that Maharaja Hari Singh, who was in fact the head of the state that time around, had reached Jammu and he signed instrument of accession with Government of India. Government of India later sent army, the first contingent of army actually reached Budgam airport, wherein the first batch of army, which had some 40 odd people, they started to really arrive at Srinagar, consolidate their position, and gradually as more and more troops came in, they fanned out in different directions and pushed back the raiders who had come from Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Now, clearly at this juncture, I just want to tell you that the army today has recreated those scenes. They've put in those bridges, the Uri Bridge namely, which saw a lot of fighting in 1947. And also, there will also be a scene of Baramulla where actually that famous fight had taken place between Indian Army and the raiders. And upon spending some few weeks here, the Indian Army were finally able to evict those raiders and Kashmir, in fact, became a part of the country. And since then, we've seen a lot of tensions between India and Pakistan. However, Army today saying that, well, we managed to do this and let's pass on this history through the younger generation by recreating those scenes and what is in fact a significant part of the history.
Absolutely. And Mufti, the fact that the Budgam landings were the first ever military operations of independent India, that is the importance of this day as the country celebrates the 76th Infantry Day. All of that is proposed, that is going to happen today, the stuff that is going to be carried out by the Raksha Mantri along with not just the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, but also the Army Chief. Just take us through all of that as we see these live visuals, bringing them for our viewers from Budgam in Srinagar.
Absolutely. And, the Army, in fact, is really going to recreate that. As I said, there will be that vintage kind of plane which will come in, and that is going to happen very shortly, which will kind of get the first batch of troops who will land in Budgam. In fact, this is a part of the history some 75 years back, as I said, but they're going to really reconstruct that, and we will be